Okay, so as we have decided that we'll start with materials management, so let's first cover the basics, the fundamentals. Okay, in fundamentals, of course, how a business is set up, what are the units, that is the quite structure. Okay, then we have material types. What are material types? That is as we move on. Enterprise structure. Now, this is basically the configuration of other parameters, and it is the definition of the business units, the business department, the client department, like finance, sales, logistics, production, HR. These are the units, enterprise units. So that in totality, this becomes the whole structure. When you combine all the departments, becomes the structure. So this is how it is laid out in SAP itself. We define a client as a company, then we have a company, some other company, then we have a company code. Under the company code, we have plants. Plants have units like sales organization and purchasing organization. Plants report to company and companies code report to company. Okay, so this is parent company, the mother company. Under plants, we have three other units, including specification, purchase organization, sales organization. And under purchase organization, we have groups. Now, why do we have groups? And why do we have sales groups under sales organization? Okay. Any questions till now, so far? Any questions? Yeah, any questions? Okay, let's move on. Enterprise structure in materials management, it is designed like this. We have companies or a client at the top, and we have a company code. Now, what is a company code? Basically, a company code is where you work. Okay, where you actually get the salary from. Company that publishes all financial statements, balance sheets, where people come and work, and where decisions are taken by the company. Company code in SAP definition is a unit that has the liberty to publish its own financial statements. Along at the very same level, it has the liberty to company code company code basically drives the plant. The plant works in transport organization, and it has a storage mission. Mission can be multiple. Okay, it can be geographical based, or it can be material type based. Okay. So, speaking of finance and controlling, these are the elements. Now, since we are talking of the company code, the company code is basically has these elements. These are the fundamental units inside the company code, which is finance and controlling within company code. Okay. Now, in finance and controlling, have to define these unit areas as company code, and it is basically in this very same order. Top is operating system, is responsible to govern and initiate selling of their products, of their finished products, of their assets. Okay, so what actually is in sales and distribution or sales org, okay, to enable, to activate, to make this function. We have sales org, the top node, which reports to the company board, and we have under sales org, we have distribution channel. Under distribution channel, we have divisions, sales org, sales group, usually sales org, sales group are not used. We actually remain with distribution and division. It can be graphical, it can be product based, or it can be channel based. Okay, for example, distribution can be retail sales or e-commerce sales. That's product to distribution. Division, of course, is part under retail, of course, division will look after the finished goods or semi-finished goods or retail assets that can be considered as division. The sales part we will have the division when we speak of any company. For example, tools. Okay, tools like drill machines, hacksaw, hammers, hacksaw, nails, tools. And through which distribution channel? Either it's e-commerce through e-commerce store or retail from the store, from retail stores, right? So we'll have two distribution channels. Under division, of course, now we have a division. Like drill machine is a separate division for machine. Hammer and tools will be a separate division. And we will have nails, bolts, nuts as a separate division. Okay? So we have like three divisions. That's how we can. But usually, to keep it easy, we just keep one division or two maximum. Okay? Coming to logistics, now this is also a part of enterprise structure. Enterprise structure under logistics has plant, which reports to company board. Storage locations, which is storage location for finished goods, storage location for separately for raw materials and all. And then we have purchase organizations, which is usually centralized. And then we have purchase groups. Okay, the purchase group for finished goods, purchase group for raw materials, purchase group for semi-finished, and so on. That's how it is divided. Plant. Now, what is a plant? Basically, it's a manufacturing setup or a head office. It can be considered as a plant. Well, it is attached to the store. Store location. It represents a physical area like raw material location, semi-finished location, and so on. It is attached to the plant. Purchase org, which is responsible for procuring material, which is purchasing material, services, negotiating the price with vendors. Can it be company specific? And it is assigned to company board, or it can be plant specific, assigned to plant, so we keep it to plant specific. Okay? Purchase group. It represents buyers, a group of buyers responsible for certain purchasing activities like, example, RM1, which is responsible for raw material procurement. And group is again a purchase group, which is a separate purchase group. So we can have for different material types. Now, speaking of material type, this is important identification for material master. What is material master? It is basically the definition of a material in SAP. When you create a material, for example, a drill machine, I would put in the details of that drill machine with its model number, with its name, with its make, with its brand, with its color, features, weight, everything. That is called material master. Okay? Different fields and screens are controlled with respect to material type. So raw material fields will be different from finished goods. The SAP defined material types are used to identify material. Use specific material types can also be created. So SAP defined material types are raw material, semi-finished good, finished, packaging. Now, these are codes introduced by, defined by SAP itself. Okay, we will be using these quite a lot, quite often. What are the views? Now, views, as I said, the features like the weight, the name, the color, the brand, the measurement unit, okay, or ordering unit. These are basically the master views. How it will be costed, how it will be priced. That is basically the views, the fields. Now, fields of a material master is that I want to see the features, I want to see the costing, I want to see the price, I want to see its specification. This is all material master view. We'll get into the details in the next lecture. So in views, we have basic data like name, make, model. In classification, we classify under its batches, okay? Sales views, whether it is sold in packs or cartons or each. MRP views for material requirement planning for production. Work schedule again is related to production planning and storage. We have views also like warehouse data, how much space in warehouse is available, how much it is quality management, whether it is C grade, A grade, B grade. Okay. Then we have accounting data and software data. These you will see in very much detail. These are the views we have basic example of so basically this all combines to become a material master record. It's very important to know, and you will come across this part very often when I recommend software. And sequence of material master based on industrial type. We are talking about tools, of course, which is mechanical engineering. Okay, this is using that industrial type so field in material master, some can be numbered, like model number, batch number, color, product hierarchy, and this law. Some can be hidden, those are not required. Okay, so we will also discuss these groups. So by now you must have understood how MM is basically formed. I'll share this presentation with you. You can go over it, and then in the next one we'll start with material